Do you struggle to grow your business, your church, your organization? Well, guess what? You're not alone. I talk with business leaders almost every day, and all of them have similar problems. They worry about growing their business. They worry about missing opportunities to reach customers. They worry about their business not being fruitful. Well, the good news is Jesus Christ had a lot to say about the idea of being fruitful, not just in our personal lives, but in our businesses, our churches, our organizations as well. If you remember the story near the end of Jesus' life, when he and the disciples got together for the Passover feast, what eventually would be known as the Lord's Supper, a lot happened, by the way, during that meal. I mean, if you recall reading in that, Jesus predicted his betrayal by Judas, predicted Peter's denial. He also comforted the disciples, and one of the things he talked with them about was the idea of fruitfulness. In John chapter 15, verses 1 and 2, it says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. Talk to any gardener, and they'll tell you the importance of pruning. You have to prune. If you leave dead branches on trees and shrubbery and all, it can actually sicken the plant and kill the plant. You have to get rid of that. Think about your bodies. I mean, a good doctor will tell you, if you've got an infection in your arm and you don't get rid of the infection, it could eventually spread to the rest of your body and kill you. And at some point, they may even have to cut your arm off to prevent the infection from spreading to the rest of your body. In a sense, that's what pruning is like. Your business, your church, your organization is no different. If you have a bad employee in your company, that employee can drag the rest of the company down. You got to get rid of that employee. Think about your church. If you've got a lot of division, a lot of strife in your church, I mean, ultimately, something's got to give. Either everybody's got to get on the same page, or there needs to be a separation. Otherwise, the whole church, that congregation, is going to collapse. Your organization, if you've got strife inside your organization, that's a good way to drive people away. I mean, you're trying to raise money and drive interest into your organization, but if nobody can agree on anything, people are just going to walk away. They're not going to be interested. They're not going to feel like you're interested in them. So there's a lot of a lot of pruning that needs to happen to be fruitful in a business, a church, or organization. And pruning is not just bad enough. I mean, you can't just get rid of the bad branches. You've also got to work on the good branches. I mean, as you pointed out there, as Jesus did, cut off the bad branches, but also prune the good ones, and they'll bear more fruit. You can't just let yourself grow. You got to work on yourself as well. And think about this. In John chapter 15 and verse 4, it says, no branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. It's a team effort. You can't grow your business by yourself. You got to have help. You can't grow your church by yourself. You got to have help. Your organization, you got to have help. This includes everyone connected to you, your friends, your family, your supporters, your cheerleaders, your customers, your clients, potential customers, your employees, all of the people connected to you. The more people you can get connected to you, the more successful you will be. You cannot do it alone. You cannot grow your business alone. You cannot grow your church alone. You cannot grow your organization alone. Being fruitful is a team effort. Get rid of the bad branches and work on the good ones. Try to connect with more good ones, and you will be fruitful. I'm Dennis Washington with the Cross Digital Podcast and CrossDig.com. If you have any suggestions, if you need help being fruitful in your business, stop by, visit me, send me a message at CrossDig.com. Would love to hear from you. Or if you've got some good ideas about how to grow a business, I'd love to hear those as well. Visit me at CrossDig.com. Thanks.